Shalom, Yasharala. I want to give infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, and Kakadash. I want to give double honors to our teachers, the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to my fellow laborers in Yahweh Shai in these last days, section of time. Uh, prophesying the destruction of this wicked, God-forsaken place, America, the Bible, and known in the scriptures as Mystery Babylon, Egypt, Assyria, and other names and titles that the Most High gave this place, man. And we're living in beautiful times, man. All right, the men of the world in this world, but we're not of this world. We don't conduct ourselves as the inhabitants of this vain, dead ass continent, man. All right, we see these prophecies popping out. You're not gonna see us crying and lamenting when you have herds of people getting whacked, man, because we know these are precursors of things to come. And when you're rocking according to these scriptures, you're going to drink to it. You're going to, where everybody else is crying and mourning, you're going to be jubilant, joyful, because you know that our salvation is now. And if you're not in the spirit when you see these mass shootings of myrrh and happiness, see, the scriptures say that the foolish are in the house of myrrh. All right? They're happy looking at football games, basketball games. All right? Folly. All right? Vain things. We get happy when we see these prophecies popping up. When they're happy, we're mourning. All right? And when we're happy, they're mourning. And when we see these things, this is our football. This is our basketball. This is our rap. When these prophecies are popping off, I'm using that as a metaphor. Okay? When we see these shootings and these mass shootings, we know it's a precursor of things to come according to the scriptures, man. And this is why we rejoice. This is why we say, Call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. All right? Because we know our salvation is not according to the scriptures. All right? I'm gonna start off in Sirach 25, verse 7. All right? There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy. All right, we're happy in these last days. All right, but for the most part in this society, as life goes, we're crying and sighing the most of the time. But when we see these prophecies come to pass, we get happy. All right, and the tent I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of children. We don't have joy of our children here. All right, your child becomes a curse in a satanic society, man. You can't even enjoy him. All right, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies. Now what we're seeing is the fall of our enemies. The scriptures say a kingdom divided cannot stand. This society, this kingdom is divided. All right, all right. Esau is raising up on himself, and they're killing themselves. They're warring with each other. All right. So we're living in some beautiful times, man. These Egyptians are slaying Egyptians. All right, and I'm about to get that. This 19 verse 2. All right. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. When these guys go in these malls and these churches and these mosques and these different places, these are Americans slaying Americans. We all know that America is spiritual Egypt according to Revelation 11 chapter, right? All right. So the Most High say He will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. So we see our Heavenly Father. We see the prophecies jumping off the book, man. Okay, and they shall fight everyone against his brother. All right, these guys go in. They kill massive amount of people. Those are their brothers they're killing. Those are Edomites killing fellow Edomites, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. All right, and that's what we saying when you see these little skirmishes, 50 dead here, 35, 60 dead here, 20 dead here, 11 dead here, all right, that's nothing, man. That's small potatoes, all right? And the scriptures told us that was going to happen, all right? So don't be alarmed because it's going to be apocalyptic when the Most High let that overrunning scourge just take over, man. He just when he uh let those floodgates open, it's gonna be, this is nothing. When he let those floodgates open, All right, the days are going to come in the coming days. There's going to be 1 million dead here, 20 million dead here, all in one day. 300,000 dead here. All right, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna show you. All right, this is Matthew 24, and I'm gonna start at 6. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. And when you turn on the tube, that's what you see. You see all of the nations of the earth going over there to the Middle East. All right, you got China over there. You got America over there. All right, you got Iran breathing threats at Israel. Israel breathing threats at Iran. Okay, you even got the East Indians over there. All right, and all of them are saying what they're gonna do. All of them have nuclear capabilities. You got North Korea talking shit to South Korea and America. They're getting their nuclear arsenal together. All right, and all of them talking shit. But the scriptures say, "See that you be not troubled." All right, so when you see these little skirmishes, don't be troubled. This is supposed to happen. All right, the Most High watches over His word to perform it. These things must come to pass. All right, the prophecy is written for the appointed time, and it will not tarry. But all these things must come to pass. All right. So when we want the Most High's word to come to pass, no matter if it's death, destruction, calamity. That because our salvation is not with these things. To get to that wide, you got to go through hell, man. Okay, but the end is not yet. Okay, for nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. We see these things daily. You be having a hurt when you get that earthquake act. You be having like 100 and 200 earthquakes a day in various places on the planet. All these things are the beginning of sorrows. Well, it's just the beginning. Don't be alarmed, man. And we're not Americans. When they're mourning, we're joyful, and when we're mourning, they're happy. All right. If you're rocking according to how they're rocking, and if you're rocking in the same vibration they're rocking, you need to check yourself. You need to fast and pray. All right. When you see these shootings, man, you're supposed to be going to pop some bottles, man. Get your pint of Hennessy. Go get you a big bottle of wine. Praise Yahweh Shema Shai. Kick your feet up. All right, and do some sit downs on it. Study the scriptures. Go harder. Invite some of the brothers over. Do it, man. These are the things we supposed to be doing, man. Okay, okay. This is what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be occupied in these prophecies, and they're coming to pass. All right, and this the spirit we're supposed to be in. Let me get another. What second is this? 15. Yeah, I'm gonna go to verse. All right, I'm gonna go to 14. All right, here we go. Second Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them therein, and them that dwell therein. And we can see that woe. You got mass shooters, man. You got guys coming in and just shooting masses of people at one time, man. All right? The Most High is telling us to be woe to the world. So who are we to cry and lament when the Most High is doing His bidding, doing His work? All right? When He's sending those death angels to appease His wrath, man. The Most High say destruction to the world. So we are supposed to be praying for that destruction, man. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. You see what I'm saying? These are the beginning of sorrows when you see these mass shootings. All right? These are the beginning of sorrow. This is just the beginning. That ain't shit. The woman's water haven't broke down. The Most High used that similitude. All right? She started having the birth pains, then her water breaks. Then the greatest pain comes when she's delivering the baby. All right, she's just starting to have them contractions, and she's starting to The woman starting to, metaphorically speaking, starting to feel those pains. But her water haven't even broke yet. Okay? I'm talking about as it pertains to the destruction. I'm giving a similitude to the destruction that's going to come. Ah, that was just 50 deaths. This damn lone gunner came in there and killed 50 people and killed himself. Nah, that's not the. Now, liken that to the way a woman give birth. That's just a little contraction. All right, she just feel the baby moving. Okay, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands, and we're seeing this, man. Guys losing their jobs. They don't like the way America's going, so fuck it. Let me go kill as many people as I can. All right? The economy's falling. Too many Mexicans in the city, in the country. Let me go find as many Mexicans as I can and kill them. All right? This is what's going on in this place. All right? It's not peaceful here. All right? These Americans, these Egyptians, these Babylonians, they're not together. They're not on the same mind frame. A kingdom divided cannot stand. This kingdom is about to be destroyed and broken down. All right? And knocked off the face of the earth. For there shall be sedition amongst men. We're seeing it. Is that not sedition? When you go into a public place and just spray people, all right, and whack their asses, is that not sedition? And invading one another. Is he not going in, invading one another? And that's small potatoes. You're gonna have an epidemic of people just going to people's houses, kicking in the door, and coming to drag them out, rape their women, and kill their children. These are the things we're going to see in these coming days, man. When all hell breaks loose, they shall not regard their kings nor princes. Those guys don't be worried about the police. They know before they go to do it, they know the police are going to come. But the day is going to come when 911 is going to be broken. You want to call 911 and get a dial, uh, get a busy signal, man. You gonna call 911 and get all right. Martial law is going to be in full effect, okay? And the courses of the action shall stand in their power, all right. So you see the courses of these guys' action, man. You see the courses. These are the things that people are going to do in the course of their actions. They're going to go around and kill as many people as they can. This is what happened when kingdoms fall. The kingdoms get divided, and there's uproars amongst the people, and the people come against each other. All right, and then it's a downward spiral when you read history and you have an understanding of history. Okay, now let me get this one to show that this is just a, a precursor of thing to come. All right, Second Ezra, uh, 16 and 17. And the brother said, "War is me, war is me. Who would deliver me in those days?" So that lets you know Ezra's here right now. We don't know who he is, but he's here. All right, that's reincarnation in the scripture right there, because he was a prophet. He saw into the future. He saw these days that were going to come, and he was in the ancient world. Okay, and he said, "Who shall deliver me in those days?" So he knew he was going to be here. All right, and the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famines and great death. See, we see in the beginning of the famines, we're seeing the beginning of mournings. All right, but when it comes to its full potential, when it gets to its full degree, it's going to be great death. All right, 50 some people is not great death. 60 some people is not great death. All right, we talking about the death toll in one day, 6 million people. Like how they say the Holocaust over a span of years, 6 million Jews died. That's bullshit. And in these last days, you might get 6 million people to perish in one day. All right, great death. You might have uh, 100,000 people perish in one day. Because when you have pestilence and contagions, man, that wipe out the masses. The way America, um, these cities are, and everybody in close proximity to each other. Okay, man, that's easy for a contagion to spread. And you have 6 million, 7 million people die at one time, man. That's easy work for the Most High. It's a snap of the finger. All right. But we are not seeing great death right now. We're not seeing a whole city die. This is what's going to happen in these coming days. Let's say The population of New Orleans is 1 million. All right, that whole city is going to die because it's going to. Is the scripture going to say that when I read down? Well, I'm not going to go down that far, but when you read down, it says it's going to be nobody in the cities. People are going to yearn to see one person, and you're not going to be able to see them. So that means whole cities are going to people in whole cities are going to die. All right. The beginning of wars. The power shall stand in fear, and the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine, plague, tribulation, anguish are set as scourges for a minute. The Most High is doing this. He's scourging this wicked ass place for all of the atrocities and calamities that they've done the sons of the power, the sons of Yasharallah, man. You so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Latin-speaking people of the earth. The Most High is giving you payback, and a lot of you are joining hands with the enemy, going to these memorial lighting candles and crying with the fucking enemy when the Most High is doing this because of what they've done us. The Most High is doing this for what they did to Aztecs, the Mayans, the Incas. He's doing this for what they did to the Negroes during the transatlantic slave trade. He's doing this for what they did, Gad, you so-called Native Americans, man. That's why he's letting them drink of the cup that Dave gave the others, man. But it's a precursor of things to come, man. Don't be troubled, oh ye of little faith. We live in a beautiful time, man. So embrace this time we're living in, man. Get tighter with the brotherhood. Go harder, man. Keep this truth as the apple of your eye, man. So with that, I'm going to give infinite honors to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, and Karkadash. I'm going to give double honors to our teachers, the apostles, the great millstone, and salutation to my fellow ladies in Yahweh Shai. Kwan Yasharallah, Abba, Abba.